We're making good time. We might be able to finish up first grade before we take off for the evening. We'll see. Missing number within 20. Okay, so now I guess we're trying to make 20 like we were making 5 and 10 in kindergarten. Let's find out. Oh yeah, 8 plus blank equals 12. Now I'm going to bang on a second for the fact that this, hold on, is actually 8 plus blank equals 12. What we're doing is we're subtracting 8 from both sides of this equation. And just because the blank isn't an x doesn't make this any less algebra. All right, we're just using a blank as a variable. And maybe we should use blanks as variables more later on. I don't know. So what do I have to add to 8 to get 12? Well, 8 plus 4 is 12 because 12 minus 4 is 11, 10, 9, 8. It's the same thing that we've been talking about already. It's just taking away some of the scaffolding. Here we have a star. A star minus 9 equals 4. Well, let's see. If I was going to subtract something, if I'm going to subtract 9 from something to get 4, then that something should be 9 plus 4, which is 13. Very important to be able to rearrange this to suit your needs. Let's see, 5 plus 6 is 11. 12 is 14, or I'm sorry, 2, not 12. I'm a math teacher. 2 equals 14 minus heart. Well, what do I have to subtract from 14 to make 2? Well, I know that 2 plus 12 is 14, so 14 minus 12 must be 2. Let's see, 18 is 12 plus 6. 9 is 6. Let's see, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. I got 7. And then 20 is 7 plus 13. Now, obviously, I'm really good at this because I've been doing this for so very, very, very long. But it's important to get some repetition and to help some students out. Now, when you are dealing with young kids, one thing you could do, I know I keep talking about board games all the time in this channel, you can always, being a Dungeons and Dragons fan myself, I know you can always change the dice out for higher dice. What if you played Chutes and Ladders, but instead of 2 normal 6-sided dice, you use 2 10-sided dice instead? It's the same game, it's still going to work out the same way. It might take a little bit less time, but it means that the addition that you're doing over the course of the game is a little bit more complicated. Okay, so that's quiz 1. Now we've got this equal sign, and we're going to learn what the equal sign means for the first real time. This word equation, all right, I think it's important, very, very important, that we look at the word equation as equate, right? That's what the beginning of the word equation means, is equate. E-Q-U-A-T-E, to equate, to make equal. It's not an equation if it doesn't have an equals in it. Later on in middle school and high school, I see people taking like 2x plus 3 and saying that's an equation. It's not. If it doesn't have an equals, it's not an equation. An equation is 2 things that are equal to each other. That's what it means. Now, equations can be true or false. For example, I know that it's true that 10 plus 3 equals 13. That is a true equation. However, 7 minus 6, well, that's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1 and not 2. This is an equation. It's just not a true equation, and I need you to really be able to see that kind of difference. All right? You can have an equation that's false. You can have an equation that's wrong. You can have an equation that doesn't mean anything. But so long as there is an equals in there, it is an equation. And then 2 plus 3 is not 6, so that's not a true equation. The only one is A. Let's see. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 2 plus 2 is 4, so those are not equal. 3 plus 3 is 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. So those are equal. That is a true equation. 1 plus 1 is 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. Those are not equal, so it is not a true equation. Let's see. The only one of these three that I see is true is 3 minus 3 is 0. All the rest of them seem wrong to me. Let's see. 2 plus 4 is 6. 5 plus 5 is 10, so that's wrong. This one's almost right. Yeah? Like, if I could make it like... If I could make it like 7 plus 3, that would be 10. But unfortunately, it's not. So it's false. Let's see. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 5 is 6, so A is wrong. 10 plus 1 equals 1 plus 10. This is called, this has a name, and it is called, hold on, commutative means that you can do it in either way, in either direction. When I lived in San Francisco and I commuted up to Sonoma County, it meant that I went both directions every single day. The commutative property of addition says that you can do addition in either direction. Now again, as first graders, we're not going to expect them to know what that is. We won't probably bring that up until 5th or 6th grade, but that is what we are showing here. All right, what else? 3 plus 3 and 3 minus 3 are clearly not the same thing. One's 6 and one's 0. Let's see, 3 plus 1 is 4, so that's not 5. But 3 equals 2 plus 1, that's true. 11 equals 10 plus 2, that's wrong. 10 plus 2 is 12. 1 plus 3 is 13, that's not true, but I can see a first grader getting that wrong, so again, don't knock it. 1 plus 2 is 3, that's correct. 10 minus 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, not 5. So that's it on the equal sign. So we're just showing students what the equal sign means. Like, by the time you get to 6th, 7th grade, you know that, but this is where we learn it. All right, let's see, where are we at? We found the missing number. We had equal sign. So now we're up to quiz 2. Let's see. 18 minus 15 is 3 because 15 plus 3 is 15, 16, 17, 18. The true equation, let's see. 4, 5, 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So that seems reasonable to me. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. It's 8 again. Use those fingers. Find the true equation. 13 is 10 plus 3, and that's it. Blank minus 6 equals 11. Well, let's see. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I think it's 17. And that's it for quiz 2. Easy peasy, my friends. We got this.